Hey guys, so right now we are still trying to put new engine mounts, um, hard ones that we built for actually my wife's SC300, but we're trying to put them into my IS300 and they're too short. So I'm gonna try and mill out this piece, get it to the right thickness for a spacer because it's just not gonna fit. The oil pan's resting on the cross member and we can't have that. Although we have tried to intentionally make it as low and as far back to the firewall as we can place the engine, we're too low. So we're gonna go ahead and build this spacer for it and see where that gets us.
Going to the 3-inch mark on the.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. There we go. And of course, I picked the drill bit just too small, so we get to do it again. Of course I did. That's what happens when you eyeball things. So, my bad. I should have measured instead of eyeballing it, but I've been working on this project so long, I'm starting to kind of get impatient, and I used a 10.25 millimeter bit on an almost 11 millimeter shaft on the bolt. So we're going to go with this one, and that ought to fix the problem. There we go. go through. Just barely, but it'll work. All right, so here is our original mount. This isn't the original bolt we started with. We had to go with an even longer bolt due to it being too short. So we mount that on back onto the cross member, and then with the addition of this new piece sitting right there on top, which should give us the right height. But will watch me fumble around and look like I have no idea what I'm doing trying to get this in, because mounting one like this with a straight bolt instead of threaded ends on each end means you can't tighten this one down first. The drawback of that is, well, you have to have a hand on the bottom underneath the cross member holding a socket onto here with an extension, while then reaching around to the top up by the engine and guiding this bolt through the engine mount. And it is every bit as difficult, if not more, than it sounds. But I'll get it eventually. Okay, that's gonna work. All right, so to note, every time I keep trying to put this in, this urethane dampener that we built into the bottom is it keeps sliding out. It's pretty loose, so I'm actually just going to put a little tiny bit of grease on the top of it, and there we go. Now it won't fall out anymore. That should help. Got that to thread on. Perfect. All right, so new mount installed, and as you can see, we are now clearing the oil pan. So, perfect. We found the height we needed. All right, so I finally tightened everything up fully. Past some of this, and that's our final mount. It gives us a little under half an inch, maybe like about 1/3 of an inch clearance on the cross member. But I mean, realistically, that's all we need.